Hello, everyone. Good evening and welcome. Hope you had an amazing day. Hope you had a very productive day. Good to have you all, everyone. Fauzia, Habiba, kindly share this link and let people know that we're live. Share it to your social media. Share it to your, um, messengers, WhatsApp, and all of that. Let everyone know that we're live. It's time to learn, time to connect, and time to upskill. Okay, so if you're here, you can hear me. Kindly share it with your friends and colleagues, and let's get to learn together. Okay, so good evening once again. Welcome to this amazing session. It promises to be an amazing time again. 1 hour or less, we learn and um, we learn and connect every evening and see how we can best prepare ourselves for what is coming this year. Okay, it's going to be a great year, a year that is filled with lots of um, you know business success and growth. So every growth requires a special preparation. All right. So the last time we spoke about digital marketing strategy. Right. So we'll go straight to what we have for today, so we don't waste too much time. So we don't encourage people that are joining late. Yes, it's time. We go straight to the point, hit the nail on the head, and we move. Okay. So of course, don't forget to share this on your page, on your social media handle. Just share the link and let people know that we are live. Okay, you can as well send a screenshot with the link and say, "Oh, hey, we are live." We have people joining us from LinkedIn, from YouTube, from Facebook. Yes, across these channels. So let's keep it coming. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Ahmed, Friday. Good evening, Deborah, Blessing, Aliu, Umar, Elvis, Habiba, Fauzia, Ibrahim, Joshua, Charity, Tomiwa. Good evening, Collins, Zenas, Wycliffe, Memunatu, Charity, Paul, Maureen, Kamal, Shehu, Lawrence, Lebiga, Paul, Jamas, Ali Hawa. Good evening, everyone, and good to have you here. Um, so just go to the community and type "We are live." Okay, just type "We are live." Drop the link, the specific link for joining the live on several channels that you are joining in from now. Okay, so we're going to be looking at choosing a digital marketing channel, right? A form of touching on what we've done in the last session. However, you know, looking at it more deeper and seeing how we can leverage it, because this is very, 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 very important. You see, marketing channels usually involves choosing the right channel and tactics to be able to reach your target customers. So we're going to We'll be looking at how to select appropriate marketing channels. You see, the thing is, no single channel works for all the things you want to do, right? So, a mix of digital, traditional, free, and paid is very, very important. We'll as well discuss email marketing, things like how to build an email list and send in valuable content with very high return on investment. Okay, then look at how to measure each channel's performance and adjust your budget for the best return on investment. Right now, how do you select channel? Of course, looking at audience and the mix of that. Now, when choosing a channel, right? Of course, remember I said earlier on that no one size fit all, right? Um, there is no one channel that you can say can work across all of the things you want to achieve necessarily. The key is usually a tailored mix that is aligned to your audience. For example, do we have tech savvy customers that you can reach through a social media campaign, right? And of course, you can also reach them through Google Ads, while you also have a local shop, right? That will have to use community events and local print, like physical handbills, adverts to be able to reach people. Of course, data have shown that SME perform best by focusing on a few high fit channels rather than spreading it too thinly. So, first, you have to define your target segments, because without defining your target segment, you will not be able to know exactly what fits into your target audience, right? You have to first determine who your target audience is. Then you pick either 2 to 3 channels where those target audience are most active, and then you now be able to execute those channels really, really, really well. Okay, so the first thing to be able to understand it clearly is defining who your target audience is. Who exactly is your target audience, right? That's very important. You've got to be able to put that very, very clearly. There's nothing I'm teaching you and will be teaching you going forward that will make sense if you don't understand who your target audience is. It will make sense to you. It will be a case of we wasting our time. I can assure you. So the question is, who is your target audience? Who exactly are you targeting? If not, you will just be throwing and missing. You'll be throwing and missing. It's not like what you are throwing is not important or relevant, but you're throwing it to the target audience or to the target people. So, who exactly is your target audience? Do not take your product out until you determine that. Of course, I know that irrespective of how you prepare, irrespective of how you do your research, you will still be required to tweak these things when you get to the market, because some things will change here and there and all of that. However, understand who your target market is. So first, there's digital and there's traditional channels, right? Now, what are example of traditional channel? I would like you to drop it on the chat. Let me get to hear from you. If you know the examples of traditional channels. I think the last time we discussed digital channels. Yes, we discussed digital channels the last time. So now let's look at what is different. What are the example of traditional channels that you know of or that you have generally? So I'm waiting to hear from you. Lawrence said billboards. Okay. Don't take your product out until you know who your target audience is. Okay. Thank you, Elvis. Indifric say billboards. Examples of traditional channels. Keep it coming. Can you give me an example of traditional channels that you know of? Radio jingles, posters, brochures, mouth to mouth, television station, TVs, newspapers. No, social medias are not traditional channels. Radio and television, billboard, radio, magazine. Thank you so much, everyone. You are absolutely correct. These are examples of traditional channels. Yes. Billboard, we have newspaper, we have magazine, we have radio, and all of those things. Right? Yes. So you're absolutely correct. And thank you for your prompt response. So now, first, let's look at digital, channel, right? Of course, think of digital and traditional channels as though they complement each other, right? You For some of the product, you will have to use the two. While digital gives you detailed data, so you're able to optimize, your return on investment. Of course, that means you'll be able to see who clicked on anything you have online and who bought something. Traditional method is also very important, especially for local or niche audiences. For example, if a community event or a well-placed flyer can drive awareness, why not take it out there? The best approach for business owners like us that we're in this room right now is usually a blend of all. So you've got to align both traditional marketing and digital marketing with your goals, right? It's important that you look at things that will bring you precise engagement and lead generation, right? Traditional is for building credibility most times and trust in your market, especially local, to let them know you. It's important as well to be able to track what happens. If the data shows that there's high return on investment on digital campaigns, then you can shift budget accordingly to other areas. But if print or event bring in valuable customers, then keep investing in those too. Because at the end of the day, all you are trying to do with all of these things that you are doing is to sell, right? So you may use local traditional method to build local credibility, use digital method to scale, to be able to reach new markets that you ordinarily will not be able to reach using traditional method. So a mix of the two are very important, right? So let's look at social media and content marketing, right? Now, first, we have organic social, we have content marketing, we have paid social. The key is for you to go where your customers already are. You don't need to be on every platform, trying to reach everybody. For instance, if your business is a restaurant, right? It's important for you to post appetizing photos on Instagram and Facebook all the time. Yes. If you're a consultant, for instance, it's important that you share insight on LinkedIn. Take note, LinkedIn. Now, you've got to use organic posts to nurture your audience. It's not every time that it's buy, right? If when people also make comment on your post, answer them, respond to them. Don't just snub people or just like and give thumbs up. Respond to them. It's important that you respond to them. Please respond and be warm with your response. Just say thanks, 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 thanks. Most of you just have copy and paste answer to everything. Thanks, God bless you. Thanks, thanks, thanks. Oh, thank you. Oh, noted. Like, it's not everybody that is commenting on your post that has ulterior motive whatsoever for whatever it is that you think that they have ulterior motive. And even if they do, they haven't said anything. They've just made a post. They've just commented on your post, right? Respond to their comment and be warm about it, right? Very, 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 very important. You can also share updates of anything happening in your organization. Now, you can as well also use paid ads to boost your content. Any content that you've seen that's had, that have had lot and lot of engagement, right? Excuse me. What do you do? What you do is to now look at how you are able to boost it to reach more people. Content marketing ties in usually by providing materials to share to a lot of people. So for instance, if I own that restaurant, I would love to come online to teach people how to eat healthy food all the time. Or you write blogs on how to eat healthy food, especially in Nigeria, that we have a lot of carbohydrate, carbohydrate food, rice, in fact, beans. Beans. We're all taught all our lives that beans is proteinous, but apparently it has more of carbohydrates. It has spaghetti. We have yam, pounded yam. What's the difference even? Porridge yam. Everything. Most of the things are carbohydrates. And I was having a conversation with someone recently on, they have been, eat all the time. I said, you have to eat healthy, or you've got to eat vegetable, eat protein. He was like, which protein? Should I go and buy tilapia fish and be eating every day, or should I eat chicken all the time and it's expensive? So imagine you own a restaurant or you are into catering and you are teaching people how to be able to achieve their dietary needs daily in an affordable way using available local food that we don't usually know that contains some certain nutrient. Every day you're teaching people. Now that's content marketing. Imagine you are creating videos that address common customer questions. That's content marketing. So that's what it is, right? Now what you've got to do again is to be able to track engagement and website referrals. Now, if you're unable to measure, as you will see as we go ahead in this class today, you realize that it's as though you are throwing water in a basket. You are not measuring anything. So you just keep going, no measurement, nothing. How do you know when you are making progress, right? I said some time ago that whatever you can't measure, you can't optimize. So it's important that you are able to measure whatever it is that you do. Whatever you can't measure, you can't really optimize it. So try as much as you can to measure and measure and measure. So look at your analytics to understand what's happening. And I will deal with that separately. Excuse me. So email marketing. Now, email marketing usually reach people directly. And it also helps you to track how many people have been able to open your email, how many people are clicking, and how many conversions that you have. So the data is very, very clear. Now, targeted email yields huge returns, right? So it's important that you emphasize on value in your email so people look forward to them. Now, I've discussed unique value proposition. And it's important that you really understand that. If you don't understand it, please go back to the social media and watch that video again. Nothing we are discussing today will make sense if you don't understand unique value proposition. Now, today, I think for the past 2 days, we're helping an organization craft out their content from their landing page to the whole funnel thing, and how to convert their customers. Their customers are usually high value clients that have got to buy a product for up to 8 million naira per person. Not the product, is a service actually, but it's 8 million naira, right? Now, for someone to pay 8 million naira for a service, that's a lot of money. You've got to get your communication right. per person. I mean, per person. It's a service. It's not that you're buying land. It's not land. Of course, we have real estate organizations that we try to also help to retarget audience. But I mean, it's for service. I mean, it's not to repair a car. You get it. Yes, it's nothing. It's for a service. 8 million naira. You can't really get what you are looking for if you are not able to emphasize the value that you are giving. For example, how to emphasize value. You could share exclusive tips or special offer to your subscribers once in a while. You can use simple email tools, right? Of course, from beginning, Mailchimp is free, right? And it give you up to a few hundred or thousand contacts, depending on what platform you use to send those emails. I know some of you, if you want to send email, you just use Gmail and just send like that. Now, over time, you can use automation to save time, right? To achieve a lot of things, right? You can use automation to put sequence emails in sequence. You can also use automation to send birthday emails ahead of time. Some of these emails you receive from your bank and all of that, wishing you happy birthday, they were not sent. It's not like there's somebody on the desk now send you email at that time, happy birthday. No, nobody have that time. It has been automated from beginning, from your registration point. And whenever it's your birthday, they send you email, right? Now, you can integrate all of these with email, your email address with CRM to see how, it drives sales. It's also important that you continually, test subject line, or is it topic or headlines, right? And then try to see how you can improve how people are opening these, emails that you are sending, and look at how their click rate is. You can always go back to check what's happening behind the scene when you use platform like Mailchimp, which is mostly free, right? I was telling someone today, we're working and somebody was using trial version, and it's just funny, right? Using trial version, I'm like, some of these organizations, they depend solely on Nigeria or Africa to sell their products. They will probably not make money, because we love free version. We love free version. Free, 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 free. It's asked to put your ATM, you put your ATM, you ensure that there's no money inside. Now you have to be a high value person to be able to attract high value clients. Yes. We're going to discuss that. It begins from here. You cannot just be a free person all the time. You want to get things done quickly, think of how to pay for some of these things. But I mean, from beginning, you can start using free platforms. Now, let's look at free versus paid tools and channels, right? I'm sure you're looking forward to seeing that. Now, free tools are great for for startups, especially lean startups. So you can schedule social media posts, you can track basic analytics, underline the word basic analytics, right? You'll be able to send emails, newsletters without really spending a whole lot of money. Now, be aware of the limits that you have, because most of them that are free have limits. For example, free email plans have the number of people that can subscribe to your email, right? Now, when your campaigns grow more complex or are able to, you're able to make more money that can allow you to pay, please pay. Because the more you pay, the more you have access to things. Because they'll add more features like things like A and B testing, right? Things like CRM, customer relation management, tools. Of course, you have more advanced reports that you can see clearly where people are coming from, and all of that. Now, many successful businesses, right, use a hybrid approach. They start, free to build a foundation, and then invest in paid tools that, of course, clearly improve their efficiency or result. It's not all the time that you will now come all the time and start thinking of how to use free. Please become a high value person. Please, please, please. It's important that your mindset changed throughout this training period, and it remains that way. Be a high value person. Yes. Now, some of you here, right? It's funny how things are, right? Um, you are the one that will price and squeeze anybody you want to buy things from. Like you will squeeze their life, destiny, purpose, and everything. Squeeze the hell everything out of them. But it's you when it comes to selling your product, you say, hey, I've got to sell it that way. If it's not that amount, right? I'm gonna sell it. Or you are speaking that English, but you are not a high value person. Yes, you are not a high value. So it begins from within. You've got to be a high value person for you to be able to attract things. If you are here, every of your products, everything, right, that you have is free. There's no need to ask definition of high value person. You are not a high value person, and you can afford it. Yes, you are not a high value person. You are not, and therefore you cannot attract high value customers. It's painful. You are a business person, you are making money, you are using free ChatGPT, you are using free Gemini, week in, week out. You can't pay $20 per month and you are making profit and you want to write. No. You are not, you can't subscribe for one or two things to be no. You've got to be a high value person to be able to attract high value customers. It's very important, right? You go, you are the one, you want to eat food. It shows in little things. You want to eat food, mama put every day, mama put every day, mama put every day, mama put every day. I mean, you are going there, you are pricing food and pricing pomo and pricing goat meat. You are not a high value customer. You are not. And you can't really price this thing. It just happens in little things. You want to take Okada, you want to ensure that you squeeze the man and ensure that it doesn't make profit. You are not a high value customer. You want to buy something, you see the poor woman or the poor man, you know that they are desperate, that they have to sell. If not, probably they will not be able to eat at home. You know this thing is not, something that is that profitable, and you want to squeeze. You carry banana and they tell you 2,000 and you're now saying 500 naira, and you know within your spirit, but you just that you must just win and squeeze people away and make and ensure that you are living there feeling satisfied. You are a greedy person, you are not a high value customer. You cannot attract high value customers. I'm not saying you should not be prudent with your money and try as much as you can to, you don't waste money as a business owner, right? You don't waste money. But however, you've got to be high value to attract high value. Yes. You are the one charging people millions for design, but you are entering bike to go and defend the design. But you are saying they should pay you 10 million. Nah. So you've got to be able to understand that you have to be high value to attract high value. It's important. Of course, I will balance this message, right? I'll balance this teaching. But I just needed you to understand that you've got to be somebody that love quality, love taste, and be able to look forward to it, right? To be able to attract people. That's what it is. You attract who you are most times, right? Yes. You want to have, some people have like 20 emails. They use email to subscribe here, use another email to subscribe here, use another email to subscribe. No. You can't do things that way. And you can afford it, right? But it's just that you want to ensure that you squeeze everything you squeezable. I mean, you'll be able to save some, but there's something that it does to your subconscious. Yes, it does something to your subconscious mind. If you can afford it and you are not willing to do that, it does something to subconscious mind, right? So, of course, you can start from free, right, and move to paid ones, because paid one will help you to be more efficient, right? Yes. So there's paid advertising, right? There's pay per click, there's search engine optimization, there's social media ads, there's budget and bidding, there's and then you measure and then look at return on investment. Now, it's important that you look at how uh, what the process for you know for paid ads usually looks like. Free and paid tools are available. However, you've got to be able to see how the process usually is. So tell me, just type on the chat. If you're a high value customer, or if you're a high value person, type high value. If you are not a high value person, type not high value. Let me see if you really are able to do a fair assessment on yourself to be able to know how high value you are, right? To whatever it is that you do. If you're a high value customer, type high value. If you are not a high value customer, type, should I say low value? Yeah, maybe low value. Okay, so type it. Let me see where you place yourself entirely, right? Okay, so let's look at paid advertising generally. Now, paid advertising can actually give your business immediate exposure. For example, if you use Google Ads, right, you'll be able to bid on keywords, right, and your ad appears when people search those terms. I promise you, we're going to do practicals on those things. I'm going to run campaigns. I'll show you how it works. It's nothing so big that you can't do, really, right? It's not as it's not difficult, right? For example, let's say a local bakery want to bid on fresh bread, let's say in Kaduna State. You can run ads on social media platforms. For instance, a Facebook ad campaign that's you know target women that is aged between 25 to, let's say, 50, right, in your city. Now, you've got to be careful with budgeting. You have to start with a small daily or monthly budget. Test and then uh, look at how the ads is running and look at the images. Then before you scale what works. Don't just wake up and say you're running an ads, you are not testing. That's where a lot of people make mistakes. You've got to test your ad. Sometimes you test your ad 1 week minimum or 2 weeks. Yes. Run that ads, daily ads, and ensure that you test it. Now, when you test it and you see that it's working well, you can now be able to say, oh, now let me scale this to reach more people and probably increase the budget, right? But it's important that you test that ad first. You can start with a daily or monthly budget, test different ad creatives, right, with different messages, right, with different captions. Then, if it works, you scale it after 1 or 2 weeks. Now, always measure performance whenever you are running ads. Modern ad platforms usually provide analytics and marketing tools to look at how your campaign is doing, right? You can track metrics like cost per click, things like conversion rates, things like return on ad spend. Of course, you can see them as they happen real time. Now, if an ad is not converting, just stop it and reallocate the budget somewhere else. Because you see, paid ads are powerful, but they require constant optimization and adjustment. You look at it, if it's working, you optimize or you increase. If it's not working, you kill the ad. right? Okay. Is there anybody that say low value customer? Everybody say high value. Okay, at least I have somebody that say I'm in between. Oh, Kwene say low value. Oh. Kwene, of course, life is in stages, men are in sizes, but try as much as you can to see how you can up your game. Yakubu Yusuf, low value. Ibukunolu, low value customer. So I see most of you are high value. I hope that is in practice and not, in words. Oh, Vicky Spice say I'm not high value. I think it's important that you tell yourself that you are high value, because high value is not in the amount that you have, is in the quality and the percentage of your decisions that you make based on what you have. So, for instance, the woman that gave little but she was rated high, while those that don't that have that gave probably even higher than her, but they were rated low. So it's the percentage of how you do based on what you have, right? Your mindset, your approach. That's what really it is, right? It's not necessarily the fact that you are probably driving a Mercedes or BMW, or you are probably having a private jet. It's usually in how you behave in certain ways, right? That's what really count generally. Okay? Yes. That's what counts. It's not necessarily that you are spending, hundreds of thousands in things. Now let's look at, local and community channels, right? That we may have generally. What are some of the local and community channels that are available, for your business to thrive? And some of you have actually looked at, you have, dropped, those on the chat already. Now, for many SMEs, right, local channels are very, very important. Now, if you have a brick and mortar or local focused business, it's important that you start with local searching optimization. For example, ensure that your business appears on Google My Business. We're going to practically look at those tools. When we're looking at those tools, no PowerPoint, we just go straight to the browser and show you what it looks like, right? Ensure that it's called Google Business Profile, right? And local directories. Those are free. It's important so nearby customers can find you easily, right? When they search online. For example, if I come to Lagos and I search for fashion designers in Lagos, will I find you? If I can't find your business, it means there's something wrong with your visibility. Yes, you can't say that you are in business and I can't find you, right? So it's important that you appear on those channels so that because people will not necessarily know your name of business. They will search you by the category of your business. So for paid local advertising, think small community, right? Things like newspaper, local radio spot, or even local billboards. It's important that you attend community events or sponsor, let's say, a local team or charity. Now, most of these things often cost little, but they build goodwill and the name of your business is recognized. Don't underestimate word of mouth also. Study shows that over 90% of consumers trust friends or family's recommendation more than ads. It is like that anywhere. So it's important that you deliver great products or services and encourage satisfied customers to refer you to others. Ask them, also encourage them to leave positive reviews or share on social media, so that others can see. Now, this kind of organic trust is a powerful free channel that not necessarily is not in the 6 channels or all of the channels that we're looking at. So from local SEO or listening to community advertisement to event and partnerships and to word of mouth, is important that you look at these channels. Very, 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 very important. Do not, take them lightly. Now, what are some of the two AI platforms for digital marketing? Now, I wrote a book called AI Powered Marketing, right? Let me see this. Oh, it's in here. AI powered marketing. AI powered marketing, automate, optimize, and amplify your brand, right? I'm going to teach you some of the tricks. What I did was to put together all of the AI tools that you require to automate your business, optimize, and amplify your brand. You can see it's a copy on my desk here, right? And I looked at how all of them really, you can help your business grow. Look at content marketing automation, search engine optimization automation, social media automation, email marketing automation, a whole lot, SEO automation using AI tools. Now, AI has changed the game, and we have AI power marketing tools by function, either text, videos, audios, image tools, search engine optimization, all of them. It's important that you look at how you can use AI tools, right, for digital marketing. Now, tools and AI platforms for digital marketing, we have a whole lot of tools that you can use for marketing. You know, it's important that okay, first we have analytics and dashboard tools. We have CRM and automation. We have marketing analytics tools. We have AI-driven insight tools. Now, to measure and improve performance, right, you can leverage digital tools like Google Analytics. It's free. That can track website visitors and conversions. Now, if you have a website, drop your website link on the chat. Let me see. If you don't have a website, type no website, right? Drop your website link on the chat. Excuse me. If you have a website, if you don't have a website, type no website, right? Now, Google Analytics is free. You just add it to your website. I have it on my website and it's just amazing. It's doing a great job. Now, we have social networks and email platforms that is built, in an analytics, right? We have CRMs like HubSpot or Salesforce, which is free for entry level, but you pay later afterwards. This platform usually help you manage, contact and track return on investment from each channel for a unified view, so that you're able to see everything. You can consider marketing analytics platform like, Watergraph, or you can consider things like Clipfolio, right? These platforms are amazing. We're going to look at them practically, right? They usually pull data from all channels into one dashboard, so that you don't have to click this channel, look at this, and this. They pull everything together into one dashboard, and that is able to give you a 360-degree view of customer interactions across all platforms. Now, many of these tools have AI capabilities. For example, some of these tools offer AI agents. Now, I know most of you know generative AI. Now we moved, not that we've moved, but I mean we are in the agentic AI now. What agentic AI does is that you can ask plain language questions. Why did sales drop last month, right? And it will analyze the data to highlight trends and use issues, that happens across the digital platform and show you. Now, AI also can predict future trends or suggest, budget allocations across board. In short, you've got to use these digital, and AI power tools to continuously monitor campaigns and make data-driven decision making. Please, don't say because they ask you to subscribe to these channels and you are just, you are not willing to take that leap. Right now, it's important that you are able to do these things. Ladies and gentlemen, I can go through the chat. I see most of you don't have website. Let me tell you something. Most of you that you are truly in business and you take your business serious and you have been here for at least a while, you don't have a website, I don't think you are too serious with this business. Not too serious. Maybe you don't know yet. Maybe that's the reason, but it's okay. But now that you know, right? In the days of ignorance, forgiveness is available. But now there's no ignorance again. You know. Now you need a website, right? You do for most of these things. You do. Yes, you do. It's already showing if you're a high value customer. You do. Maybe you've gone to open a website and they probably charge you 200,000 naira and then you ran away. You went to the person that you pay 50,000 naira for. The person ate your money and blocked you. Because of course, what do you expect? 50,000 to build your website with domain name and hosting for 1 year. I mean, yeah, maybe they are such. I think they may be, right? Maybe I don't know. I'll come up with something to see how we can make having a website um, very very easy for you. I'll let you know in the coming days. But for some of your businesses, you have to have a website. For some of your businesses, I assure you, or a landing page. Okay, so how do you run ads? Right? I know you probably use your Meta and all of that, but I mean, you've got some of you are doing things. You've got to have a website. You have to pay for this thing, some of this thing. Hire somebody that is, don't hire all these people that are carrying portfolio running up and down that they will eat your money and running away, right? But hire some of this thing, close your eyes and just see how you can do it. You have to be a high value person to be able to attract high value things. Like there are people in this call that you will never pay for training at all. In fact, some people are here because it is free. If it is paid, click next. No, some of the times it's in high value training that you pay high money that you meet value people. Yes, I don't play with trainings that some high level of payments. I don't, because I know the people I will meet in the room. I know the people I will meet in the room. For instance, if there's a training where you need to pay 1 million naira to attend. Can you imagine the people that you meet in the room? Do you just imagine the people you meet in the room? Those are people that you can build network with, right? And be able to drive through. Now, you can give excuses where you say that, oh, some business don't have capital, because that's actually our number one um, excuses. No money, no money. If you just ask any SME, what is your challenge in business? Capital. If you just put a mic on you and put camera on you and say, maybe you attend an event, okay, what should be your recommendation? You say, I will really want government to pay to please give us capital to expand our business. I will really want government to see how they can give us more tools. Come on, guys. Come on. Everything government. For me, all government should provide security, um, electricity, good roads, like infrastructure. That's all. Of course, access to credit is one thing, is important. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that should not. In fact, banks are not really doing the core jobs to which they are asked to do. Banks have turned to, as far as I'm concerned, most of the things they do, they have turned to, how will I call it? Get rich quick scheme. They only give money to those that can double their money quickly. They don't believe in any vision. You go and present vision to them and say, oh, there's this vision that I have, I'm going to, they will just they first of all look at your credit. If you are having turnover, this is somebody that is trying to try something new. You are telling you about turnover. Turnover from where? Turnover of what? Right? I mean, so just brace up, right? And um, see how you can really, really go beyond, right? You know, some of these basic challenges. Yes, and you can. Trust me, you can. You can go beyond some of these basic challenges. The grind is real. You've got to push through, right? So look at Google Analytics, look at HubSpot. They help you manage and track return on investment from each channel, right? Of course, most of these modern tools are able to pull together beyond what the numbers are and give you tailored made recommendation, right? Now, measurement analysis is very important. I have said it over that if you can't measure anything, you can't improve it, including your life. If you can't measure your life, you can't really improve your life. It will just be a situation of the labor of the foolish keeps wearying you. So set up simple dashboard using tools like Google Analytics, your email platform reports, and your CRM. Compare channels head to head. For example, check if social ads or email delivered more, revenue per dollar spent. Use A and B tests, different ads or email subject lines to optimize it. Now, the goal is to allocate budget to the best performers. For instance, if email, return on investment is much higher than, let's say, paid search, you will just shift more of your spend to email automation. And look at regularly review the metrics to ensure that investing in what works is what you do all the time, right? So try as much as you can to measure. Whatever you can measure, I assure you, you can't optimize. Let me repeat that. Whatever you can measure, you can optimize. Some of you have social media handles, but you never, ever, ever go through them to go and see what really is happening to your analytics. Now, excuse me, to wrap up, right? I would like to say that you should focus on channels that align with your customers. Don't try to do everything at once. Email marketing should be a priority because of its exceptional return on investment, right? So see how you can get to people's DM. You continuously also measure result and let data guide you. I know you believe in miracle. I know you believe that something will come out of one wall and just change the trajectory of your life. A miracle exists, I assure you. I'm not talking from the books. I'm talking from experience, what I have seen, I have heard, and I have touched. Miracle exists. However, you've got to measure and optimize. Don't just run ads and pray. Don't just post and pray. In addition to your prayer, optimize what it is that you are doing. Look at the major things that is working and what is not working and see how you can optimize these things, right? So you can start small, use free or low cost method to prove, what works. Then you expand with paid campaigns and, AI driven analytics as needed. Remember that AI can speeding up analysis, but human strategy drives success always, right? So it's important that you keep learning about your customers and refining your strategy all the time to be able to get the right message to the right people all the time. So to wrap up, right, we tailor your things to your customers all the time, keep tweaking and keep making it better. Okay, so thank you so much for joining, everyone. Again, it's almost an hour, and we like to always keep to our time. So it's been an amazing time with you. I hope so. I believe so. You've had a great session this evening. Kindly drop your key takeaway, what you are leaving here with, and see, and let me get to know and be sure that you got value from this session, right? If you have any question too, please um, drop it on the chat and I'll be glad to respond to you. And again, always get a book and put down your questions. So, I mean, if I'm unable to respond to all of the questions, we'll try as much as possible to respond to them, a day that we have, Q&A. Kelvin said, I will need your book. Okay, Kelvin, let's see in due course. I will share the link to the seller where you can get it. But again, I don't want this training to look as though I'm here to sell. That's why most times I don't talk about those things, right? Yeah, but I mean, let's see how it goes, or I'll see how I can get it, you know, at a giveaway price to this community, right? Is a giveaway price to this community, because the aim of this is not really to sell, is to be able to um, build your capacity to be able to strengthen your business so you're able to scale whatever it is that you do. Okay. But if you really want to get it, I will, in due time, just keep joining. It's an amazing book. It has sold a whole lot, right? In and across Nigeria. And it's one thing I'm very proud of. There's been an amazing lot of persons have really spoken well about it. And somebody say, how can I open my website? And also website. I'll think of what I can do for you guys relating to websites. Of course, some of you are going to win the opportunity to have free websites built, right? As part of the package for for what you will benefit um, from some of the pitch deck you've submitted, right? Some of you will win part of some of you with funding. Part of the funding will include branding, and that will include website design and all of that. So let's see how it goes. Right? Great. Do we have any more questions? Yeah. So what are your key takeaways from this? Please be a high value customer, right? How do we reach you? Probably on WhatsApp or call. Okay, so that reminds me, right? I've received a lot of messages, WhatsApp and also on social media. Trust me, I would love to really, really reply all of you, but it's highly overwhelming, right? I appreciate you reaching out. I don't take it for granted. Trust me. Um, I appreciate your messages, your questions. Is I respond to some, but I just realize that if I don't want to die, I will not, respond to all of them. I assure you, if you drop them, I will once, look at them, and respond once in a while. But I can assure you that it's highly overwhelming. We do a lot of things. I have companies that I manage, I found and manage, and we have clients. So this is not like I'm not a content creator. I'm not a content creator. I am an entrepreneur. Um, or should I use the word all of you like using? Serial entrepreneur. No, right? They have a lot of businesses I also have to attend to, clients, customers here and there, in and outside Nigeria. And sometimes it's very difficult to respond to all of your messages. And I love to really respond to them. We have teams that respond to them. And I'm sure most of you have my number and you want to send me a DM. I assure you, it's not that I'm snobbing your messages. It's just as a human being, it can be quite, um, tasking. Sadia, I see, oh, you send me, you tagged me. I assure you I'll watch it, Sadia, and I'll respond personally, right? And I respond to these things personally. I do personally. I can as well give someone to manage, but I don't want that. I want to personally be the one responding to you, so I have a feel of what it is that you do. Okay, so um, drop me messages, right? And I can respond, but don't be angry if I don't respond immediately. Okay, so thank you so much, everyone. You guys have been amazing. I assure you, by the end of this training, you will have a new business, but this new business will not be possible if you don't take action. Don't be like a seed, or don't be like a soil, like a rocky soil where a seed is planted and it does not germinate. Please, this seed that is coming in form of training, be receptive to it, nurture it, and grow it. Don't come with your paper and biro and you're writing. I have a lot of mentees like that. Some have dismentored them, because they will write when they come to meet you. They will write, they will do, hi, sir. Wow, this is amazing. I just got fire, fire, fire. They will leave your presence and they will go and do something else, or they will not even take any action. They'll go back to sleep. Then when you call them next time and say, what's happening? You hear things like, um, sir, it's not easy. Sir, you will not understand. These are the things you say, sir, you will not understand. Sir, you will not understand. Come on. We're not that dumb to not understand. We know that things are challenging, things can be hard. But don't you want to know what will happen if you don't give up? Don't you want to try and see what will happen? I know there are a lot of doubts in what you want to do, right? But do you want to, don't you want to see what will happen? What will happen? The worst, what will happen to you? Will you die? You will not die. Just try it. Just try it. That's all. As an entrepreneur, that's what you have signed up to. You have signed up to a life where you've got to try. That's what you've signed up to. You are a creator. You are an innovator. You bring things that be not to life. You act things that be not as though they were. You continue, you build from nothing to something. The vision is in your mind, and you write it down to make it plain, and you run with it. And you've never gone through that road, but you've got to run through that path and bring to reality what was in your mind that has been deposited. That's an amazing person that you are. Don't you want to try it? So whatever you are doing here, try it. Try it. Try it. Just try it. Take action. Try it. If you try it, you come back here, you ask questions, right? So don't just come and write book. It's not the first person to write, it's the first person to implement. You say, oh, I'm not ready. After this, you go and watch 2 video. Listen, just try it. Okay? Try it. So thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. It's been an amazing time, having you here. Hope Urban Leaderhead, I've been seeing your messages about what's joining WhatsApp, PTech, and all of that. My team will respond, right? Thank you for that. I can see consistently, right? My team will respond. Subsequent class on how you can do that. Okay. So thank you very much, everyone. I've seen you joining from YouTube, Facebook. Do you have anybody from LinkedIn? Okay, today, yeah, LinkedIn and Instagram. Yes, so really appreciate your time. Hope it's been a 1 hour that is worth it. See you. Today is Thursday. See you on Saturday by 7:30, where we continue learning to earn. Right? Have a great day. Cheers.